Jambo. Hello and welcome to Africa to World Drive Adventure Stories. We have today a day that we celebrate. We celebrate the African or the elephant. Today is World Elephant Day. And with World Elephant Day, I have prepared you a story called The Shapeshifter and the Elephant. This program is part of of the zoo, the Detroit Zoo, bringing virtual storytelling to you. Welcome, and this is my story. In the heart of ancient Africa, along the golden plains of the savannah, like what we have Serengeti, there existed a powerful being, a shapeshifter who traveled along the grasses among all the animals that lived there. God to a civilization that no longer exists and is only whispered of. His favorite form to take was that of the elephant, like the one right behind me. The elephants he always became were powerful and they were tall beasts with ivory tusks as large as a man and footsteps that mimicked earthquakes. The trumpeting call of this elephant carried across the savannah for miles, alerting all along the plain to his presence. When the shapeshifter first appeared, man feared him. They feared that elephant form of his. Their spears and arrows could not pierce the thick hide of this elephant. And in time, that fear turned to respect of not just him, but of the elephant in general. Even those elephants who were not the shapeshifter, in disguise, were powerful within their own right. They did not know exactly who is the shapeshifter, or who was faking what. So strong of body and wise in mind. Even so long as man did not interfere with the lives of the elephants, the shapeshifter would not mess with their lives in turn. It was a beneficial agreement that allowed them both to live in harmony. However, this harmony only served to drive the shapeshifter to boredom. With no humans to fight against, to protect his fellow elephant against, the shapeshifter became complacent, tired, and weary. Man no longer challenged him, and somewhere deep down, a man after man traveled near the herds he frequented. He hoped that one day someone would be foolish enough to challenge the harmony, to stir the pots. That harmony shattered one day with the booming echo of a rifle. In time, Men of all sorts and sizes came to the lands he called home. Their spears and bows replaced the guns and bullets. The trumpeting call of the shifter's elephant was but a whisper against the explosion of a gun. The strong hide that had taken a thousand spears bleed and broke against the impact of a single bullet. And that powerful ivory tusk of the beast that had once been a sign of power were now being hunted in search of the greater wealth. The shapeshifter was powerless to stop this changing tide. Armed with guns, man had not just evened the scales between themselves and elephants, but had forced the species into retreat. Herds of the once near invulnerable creatures, once more powerful than even the largest pride of lions, were now being slaughtered for fun, for game, for their beautiful, proud tusks, and no form the shapeshifter could take to stop this. Man, once in awe of elephants, cared not for them. In depression, the shapeshifter, wounded and terrified for the future, slipped away from the Serengeti, still dressed as the elephant, unable to stop the hunts and the poaching himself. He instead chose to put a curse on the land of the men who had forsaken him. He warned us of this. So long as there are elephants on the Serengeti and the Masai Mara and all the savannah, so long as there are men who will protect them, so long as there are those who are willing to do right by nature, the world will be safe. But should that spirit fade, should the world value ivory and skins over lives in the wild, should the natural world be all but abandoned, the world will retaliate against us. Our guns may have held off the shapeshifter, but one cannot shoot the forces of nature itself. I warn you now, take care of this world, for it is only by its kindness that we may live upon it. That is the story of the shapeshifter, the one who attempted to protect his kind. And now, coming back to the Detroit Zoo. The Detroit Zoo was home to two female Indian elephant or Asian elephants. And these animals lived here for about 10 years before they were given even a larger home somewhere in California. And there they lived until the prime age of 56 and 58. Wanda and Winky lived a happy life where they were relocated. For these and more stories, my friends, you have a wonderful time. And as usual, have a great time. Kwa heri ya kuonana.